on sailing Balachandra, we sailed from St. Augustine to West Palm Beach, then from West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale, to prepare to cross the Gulf Stream to the Bahamas. Hey guys, we were just in the Birch State Park in Fort Lauderdale. We got into Fort Lauderdale last night. It was a little difficult. There was some bridges to go under. The anchorages were hard to find, and there was a lot of shallow water and really narrow channels and a lot of partiers and a lot of crazy stuff going on. But we did.
For Sunday night. Sunday night. There was so many partiers.
And cops.
They were just zooming past us. There was crazy wakes.
Cruise
there
ships.
was like so many cruise ships, and
Yeah.
the police were like, "Oh, stay southbound."
We had cops on megaphones yelling at us.
When you do come in here, make sure it's high tide. We ran aground twice. We were trying to get into the Lake Sylvia anchorage at the beginning. We ran aground.
It was tough, but we got in and we did throw down our anchor just outside of the Las Olas Marina. But if you want to go to shore at Las Olas, it's like $20 a day. So we did a little Google mapping and we found this state park, literally maybe 10-20 minute dinghy ride north of there, and you can tie up for just a $2 donation, so it made a lot more sense to come up here, and it's close to the grocery store and all that. This is the beach here at Fort Lauderdale. There's a place where we found a place where we can tie up our dinghy and walk down to the beach here, so I guess we're kind of lucky, but it's not really safe. We locked our dinghy there and it should be all right. But yeah, it's really pretty here, but they don't allow dogs on the beach or on the sidewalk next to the beach. So we can only look at the beautiful beach and not actually go for a swim. No, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, Fort Lauderdale. This is Sailorman in Fort Lauderdale. A friend of mine back home told me I really needed to come and check out this store. Sailorman is a store where you can get new and used boat parts, mostly used, and it's unbelievably helpful to be able to find some of these things that are either stuff you can't get anymore, a lot of it's rare, or made for particular boats and you might be able to fit it onto your boat. They have everything, like from stainless steel hardware goes outside your boat to engine parts to pumps and all kinds of crazy things that you're not going to find at West Marine. So, you know, I highly recommend coming to Sailorman and checking it out. It was one of these must-have-to-do things in Fort Lauderdale for anybody with a sailboat before we leave and go to either the Berries or to Bimini, or wherever we make our first stop in the Bahamas. And they were amazing. I picked up a few things here and they gave me a free t-shirt. How about that? So I'll be wearing that on the channel. I even got a wetsuit for the Bahamas, so I should be all set. Sailorman, awesome. Definitely come here. Hey guys, it's the middle of the night and we are about to leave Fort Lauderdale for the Bahamas. During Hurricane Dorian, a lot of the Bahamas was pretty devastated. It makes more sense for us to go to a place where we can get internet and cell phone and all that stuff. So a lot of people have been going over to the Berries instead of some of the regular places like Freeport or Grand Bahama. So that's our plan. We're going to sail south towards Miami, but then we're also going to sail off the Rum Line to make up for the Gulf Stream, so we'll be sailing more in a southerly direction, kind of a southeasterly direction, to try and make up for the current. We're leaving in the middle of the night because that's just when the best wind, tide, and conditions are. So we'll be sailing through the remainder of the night and into the day tomorrow, and it should be just beautiful, hopefully. But you know, the Gulf Stream is a little unpredictable, so wish us luck. So we are crossing the Gulf Stream from Florida to the Bahamas, where we're going to do our customs and everything in the Berry Islands. We left Fort Lauderdale this morning around 3 or 4 in the morning. It was really early. We came out into like a really choppy sea. It was like 10-foot waves. They predicted 2-foot waves. It was like 10. And they predicted 15 knots of wind. We had about 20 gusting to 30. And now we have 20 gusting to 25, which is actually nice. We sail really well in 20 to 25. We have a southeast wind blowing, so that means we have to beat into the wind, but we've been on one tack pretty much the whole way, which isn't too bad. And the CNC-44 makes really good time to wind, so for us this is a good point of sail and we're doing just fine. So we're about halfway across from Florida to the Bahamas, and very soon we will be in the Berry Islands doing our customs. some other boats sailing with us here. We're not really sure who they are, but a lot of people are taking advantage of this window. Baby tuna fish. Alright, tuna! You want to eat them?
It's a little. Nah. Send it back out. We made it to the Bahamas, finally. Quarantine flag is up. Caribbean blue ocean. We barely had to run the engine last night. It was great. I think we only had the engine on maybe for 4 hours out of the 27 it took us to get here from Fort Lauderdale. I can't believe it, finally. And it's New Year's Eve. Woohoo! So we're gonna get our drink on and hopefully meet up with some friends that we met back in Fort Lauderdale. I think we smoked them though.
We're just coming into Great Harbor Cay here in the Berries, and we're motoring in, and it's really tricky. The depths here are pretty shallow. I mean, it's probably shallow like this all over the Caribbean, but like we draw 6'9", so right now we have about 4 or 5 feet of water under the keel, and we're not even anywhere near the harbor yet. So it's tricky. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna go slow, and hopefully we don't run aground. And we'll get in there and get anchored and get our customs done. We officially made it to the Bahamas, and we are checked in at Great Harbor Cay with customs. We did that a couple hours ago, and then we came out and grabbed a little anchorage here. It's not supposed to have great holding, but we're not expecting high winds tonight, so we'll keep an eye on it. But it's New Year's Eve, and we do have to leave the boat for a little while. We're gonna go party with some people on shore. There's a lot of boaters here. It's probably like 30-40 boats here. A lot of them are from Canada. A lot of them did the crossing with us just at the same time. So yeah, we'll like to hang out with them and have a good time. It's the Bahamas. We are sailing just outside of Great Harbor Cay. We spent the last 2 days there. We did customs the first day. The second day we had to fix our running lights because on the passage over we took a few waves on the bow, and I guess the seal had gone and they needed to be rewired and resealed anyway. So today we have left Great Harbor Cay and we're sailing around the north of the island, and the beaches over there are just gorgeous. We walked across the island yesterday and saw the beaches. It was late, so we didn't really get any video of it.
Monkey, where's you? Where's you, little monkey?
I don't see the mahi colors. Yes. Oh, baby.
Watch it.
Now there's a fish! So we were dragging the line behind us, just fishing and waiting for something to happen, and suddenly I looked back and the line bent right over, and I was like, oh man, we got a big fish. I knew it was a big one because it was like really like right over. And I grabbed it and I was like, oh my god, because I could barely hold on to the rod. And I reeled it and I got it in. It was really hard to bring the fish in because the boat was moving at the same time, so I actually had to get the well to slow the boat down and put it in neutral just so I could have a fighting chance at bringing the fish aboard.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy watching our videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, leave us a like or a comment below. We enjoy reading those.
That's right, and if you haven't checked out our Patreon page, we encourage you to go check that out. Just click on the P here in the corner. If it looks like something that you'd like to do, you know, every little bit helps. Thanks guys, see you later.